Hello everyone and welcome to another intermediate algorithm scripting challenge from FreeCodeCamp. Today we're gonna do convert HTML entities. Now if you don't know what an HTML entity is, it's basically, HTML cannot really handle special symbols, so that's why it has its own way of displaying them. Yeah, you might also see that it's similar to what happens to URLs. They get parsed into something that can be read, can be interpreted by the browser. So that's what we are going to do today, basically replace some values with their correspondent replacements. So we basically want to, what values do we replace and with which other values. So let's create those values. Or actually entities, we can call them. So we're gonna say for every time we get an ampersand, we are gonna return ampersand AMP semicolon, like it says here. Then for what else do we have? This is gonna be LT. Wait, LT. So less than. Then we have greater than. So there. Then we have double quote. Double quote and apostrophe basically does the same in JavaScript. It just represents a string, so we can also represent this as a string and it's gonna be the same. So we're gonna do that in order to display the double quotes, and we're gonna replace them with quote. Then we have the apostrophe, it's gonna be and apos. Cool. Now search regex, search with regex for those values and replace them. So we're gonna take the string and replace, and here we're gonna do regex. If you're not familiar with regex, I'm gonna link a reference somewhere so that you can look up. I am not familiar with regex either, but yeah, I mean, I end up always looking up stuff for regex, so we're gonna replace them first like that. And this is gonna be returned. We're gonna look for a pattern, and it's gonna be ampersand, less than, greater than, apostrophe, just one apostrophe, and quotation marks. But since quotation marks have to be escaped, JS escape characters. So that's a concept in JavaScript, because otherwise they get interpreted as strings. So we're just gonna do backslash, yeah, like that. So with a backslash, some special characters get escaped, so they are not interpreted as a string, like that. And we're gonna replace that with the we're gonna console.log that to see that it's working. And for now it's working because it shows undefined, because we have not defined any replacement yet. So it's gonna be the default value, which is undefined in JavaScript. So we're gonna replace that with entities and whatever is inside of the special value. So it's gonna be, yeah, actually can take a callback function and special character. We do an ES6 function which is gonna return implicitly. That's why we are not gonna do curly braces or a return statement, because that's not necessary when it's a one-liner. And yeah, I'm gonna make it a bit shorter because this is just an alias, like it can be anything. So we're gonna be entities char. Exactly, because replace, when you do it with a callback function, the callback function is basically gonna take the current thing that we are trying to replace and we do something with that thing. In our case, we go to the value within entities of the character that we are replacing right now. So then if we run the tests, it passes, and we are just a bit over halfway through. So we just did another challenge and we are closer to our goal. However, it's more about the process than about the final goal. I do thank you for watching this video, and if you do have any questions, be sure to post them in the comments below. I will be glad to answer them. Also, just make any suggestions you want. I am open for your feedback, and like the video so that I know that I should do more videos like this. With that being said, make sure to subscribe to my channel because there's a lot of cool content coming up, and we see each other in the next one. Bye bye.